think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Fights loose. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Corey Coleman, the 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run as his guys continue to pour it on.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He'll return it from the 6. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Now out come the Giants. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down. Here's Jones on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Rosas to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Jones. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Could also result in a melee later, though. The Giants defense working their way back onto the field now. Forced the fumble last time, up on the scoreboard, things going their way.
Things are rocking easy now, and they feel good about themselves, confident, taking the ball away in the last possession. They're going to try and do it again.
So let me ask you, can you be playing free and that can be good, or it can also become bad, right?
I like the way you put it. You're exactly right. It can work both ways. Sometimes you get too loose and give up big plays and not handle your responsibilities. But oftentimes when you're playing free and easy and locked in, as they are today, you see the end result.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On first down, it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kareem Martin. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on second and long. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. This is Barkley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, The head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. So now the Giants will once again go for two here. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Stafford on first down. And it's caught here, Amendola. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This looks like a free play for Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And this is caught by Curse.
You got it. 52's the mic. 52's the mic.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, he's got his man. It's Curse. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing is Stafford. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Prater for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Back to throw. Jones hit and the ball's out. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here's Riley Dixon now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Hey, we got 3 down.
One last throw here for Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.